Right now, there are 30 million dead people on Facebook. They are not deleted. They are not deactivated. Active profiles. With their photos. With birthdays that still send notifications to their friends every single year. And some of those accounts are still being logged into. But not by those people. Those people are gone now. By 2070, the number of dead Facebook profiles will outnumber the living. We are building the largest digital cemetery in human history, and nobody is asking us whether this is what we wanted. In 2012, a woman named Emily lost her fiancé in a car accident. 3 weeks after the funeral, she received a Facebook notification. Derek commented on a memory. She opened her phone with trembling hands. It was a glitch. It was an automatically generated post. It was a line of code that did not know Derek was dead. But Emily did not know that. Not yet. For 40 seconds, she thought he was alive. Later, she talked about those 40 seconds in interviews. She said they were the best 40 seconds since he died, and at the same time, the worst moment of her entire life. At the same time. Facebook never fixed the real problem. From the very beginning, they never asked anyone for permission to store those people, and they still do not. When you die, your house goes to your family, your money, your car, your photos on the wall. But what about your Instagram, your Gmail, your iCloud account with 47,000 photos? By default, these do not belong to your family. They belong to the platform. When you signed up, you agreed that your account was non-transferable. Today, the average person has over $55,000 in digital assets, music libraries, ebooks, game accounts, stored memories. Almost none of these can legally be passed down as inheritance. In Germany, a father fought Apple for 2 years just to read his deceased daughter's last messages. Apple refused. He won in the end. But it took a Supreme Court ruling, 2 years, for a father to be able to see his daughter's last words. This is where it gets dark. After a person dies, their inactive accounts become targets. In 2021, a cybersecurity researcher tracked the account of a dead influencer with 800,000 followers. The account had been hijacked. It was being used to run a crypto scam for a full 7 months before anyone noticed. 800,000 people thought they were hearing something from their favorite creator. In reality, they were hearing from a stranger who had stolen a ghost. But the criminal side of this is not even the strangest part. There are private communities where people share access to the accounts of their deceased loved ones with each other, not to steal, just to feel close to them. One woman said that every night she logged into her dead husband's Spotify account because the app showed him as currently listening. She wanted to feel as if he were still in the room. We do not have a word for this kind of grief, because we have never needed one before. This is happening right now. Real, funded, active companies are building AI versions of dead people. The promise is simple. Before you die, train the AI with your voice, with your messages, with your writing, with your memories. And after you die, your family can still talk to you. In 2021, a Korean documentary showed a mother wearing a VR headset and encountering a virtual reconstruction of her daughter, who had died at the age of 7. The daughter moved. She spoke. She reached out her hand. And the mother reached back. That video was watched 20 million times. Half of the comments said it was beautiful. The other half said it was the most disturbing thing they had ever seen. Both were right, because nobody knows what this does to grief in the long term. These products are too new. There are no studies. We are running this experiment on real people, with real loss, and we will not know the results for years. Nobody voted for any of this. There was never a moment when the world looked at the internet and said, yes, this is how we want to handle death. It all happened on its own. Default settings, a box that nobody read, terms of service that nobody even remembers agreeing to. You do not know when your last login will come. You will not know the moment it happens. But afterwards, someone will come looking for you. And what they find, that has already been decided. You just did not know that you were deciding it. Go into your Google account tonight. Find the inactive account settings. Set a digital legacy contact. Not because death is approaching, because for years you have been building a digital version of yourself, and you deserve to decide what happens to it. New video every week. I will see you in the dark.